a wall, that's nice to have that support. Lift up tall through the crown of your head. Draw your shoulders back and down away from your ears. Rest your hands gently on your lap and close down your eyes. I'm going to take a moment to enjoy a few moments of stillness. So starting to listen to the sounds around you. Maybe you don't even notice the sounds in your neighborhood until now or just recently. And start to notice the temperature of the room, how it feels on the skin. Start to place your hand on your heart. Notice your breath here. So each inhale, imagine puffing up the chest. Your exhale, feel the chest softening. Take a deep breath in, press the chest into the hand. As you exhale, soften. Now we're going to do the same by placing the hand or both on the belly. Inhaling, pressing the belly into the hand. Exhale, draw the belly button in towards the spine. Full breath in, expand the belly. Exhale to empty the breath. One more full breath here, in and out. Place both hands back to your lap. Soften the fingertips and just relax the grip on your hands. Continue to lift up tall through the crown of the head. Feel your sits bones grounded into the mat. Start to soften the facial muscles. Soften the arms. And keep the belly soft with your breath. Your next exhale, and envision you have a mirror in front of you. You're going to fog that mirror. And on your inhale, draw your breath back in and recreate that same whisper you make when you exhale. So as you exhale, you'll hear a ha. And as you inhale, you'll create more of a saw. Continue that breath until you feel comfortable enough to seal the lips and move the breath gently in and out of your nose. Go with a natural rhythm of your breaths, not forcing the inhalation or exhalation. And try not to pause, just let this breath be continual. You'll notice when you do this breath correctly, it sounds like oceanic waves. This breath starts to warm the body, slows down the rate of your heart, and engages the parasympathetic nervous system, that rest and digest part of the vagus nerve. Use this breath while we're in our practice today. And notice if our mind is busy with thoughts, just focus on the thought you have now and then redirect it to the breath. A good tool to use is counting each inhalation, each exhalation. And again, the mind tends to drift and wander, so just redirect it back to that breath. We'll continue this breath as you reach the arms out to the sides, up to the sky, and bring your palms to touch at the top. Take a deep, full inhale here. And as you exhale, flip your palms down and sweep the arms to the sides. As So you take a deep breath in, sweep the arms out and up, bring the palms to touch. So you exhale, flip the palms down, sweep the arms to the sides. Take a full inhale, reach out and up. Exhale, release, hands to the sides. Gently bring your hands to your lap. We'll start to draw the chin in towards the chest. And just take a nice deep breath here. And slowly draw the crown of your head towards the back, lifting the chin. And again, just breathe softly here. Take an inhale. You exhale, chin in towards the chest. Inhale, crown of the head back. Exhale, draw back to neutral. Inhale, slowly look over towards the right shoulder. As you exhale, look over towards the left. Inhale, slowly look towards the right. Exhale, look over towards the left. Coming back to neutral, draw your right ear over to your right shoulder. You have the option to extend the left arm out, fingertips touch the ground. Or if you like, fingertips can come off of the ground and reach the pinky towards the back of the room. Also an option to take your right hand to your left temple, imagining lengthening on each inhale. On each exhale, maybe the right ear draws closer to the shoulder. Gently release, place both hands to your lap and draw your left ear over to your left shoulder. You have the option to reach the right fingertip down, draw the hand off the ground and maybe the pinky back. And maybe you like to have your left hand on the right temple. Again, imagining lengthening through the shoulder, the arm, the neck. Just exhale, just bringing the left ear to the left shoulder. And release your hand from your temple. Sweep the arms up, bring your neck back to neutral. Interlace your hands together and flip your palms up to the ceiling. Soften the jaw, bring it parallel to the ground. Back is somewhat active. Good. Inhale, reach both hands up. Bend your right elbow, bring your hand right between the shoulder blades. You can take your left hand to hold on to the right elbow, lifting up nice and tall, shoulder blades draw in. Or if you like, you can take your left arm behind you, interlace your right and left hand together. If you're not quite gripping the hands, you can use a strap, a long belt, scarf, anything that you have at home. Or just place the left hand to the right elbow if that was more comfortable. One more deep breath, softening the shoulders. Inhale, reach both hands back up to the sky. As you exhale, bend your left elbow, hand right between the shoulders. Option for right hand to the left elbow. Or taking the right arm behind the back, interlacing the hands or holding onto that strap. Soften the jaw, continue to soften the belly. Good, release, reach both hands up to the sky. Release your left hand down to the ground. Inhale, reach as long as you can with your right arm. As you exhale, bend your left elbow and sweep your right arm over towards the left. You're welcome to come back and take another inhale, lengthen through the side of the body. And as you exhale, keep that length as you bend at the left. Your gaze can be up to the sky, towards the middle, or down towards your left thumb. Inhale, come all the way back up. Place your right hand down. Lift up tall through the left. And as you exhale, bend your right elbow, sweep your left arm over to the right. Maybe take another inhale, lengthen a little longer through the left. As you exhale, continuing to sweep, find your gaze where it's most comfortable in the neck. Inhale, come all the way back up. Interlace your hands behind your back. If you need a strap or that scarf here, start with your hands close to the tailbone. Draw the shoulder blades in and down. If you don't have a strap, just bring a bend to the elbows if you start to pull in the elbow joints. If you have your strap, you can walk the hands away from the tailbone, maybe walk the hands away from each other. This just increases that stretch in the front of the body. Sometimes the parts that we contract all day, rounding the shoulders forward with maybe not even noticing. Soften your jaw, soften your belly. And release your strap. Take your arms out wide, take a deep breath in. And exhale, give yourself a big hug. Bring your right arm over your left. Your hands can touch the backs of your shoulders. You can bring the backs of your hands together, or maybe even the palms to touch. Draw your chin into the chest so you're stretching the back of the neck and in between the shoulders, the muscles we just contracted. And take an inhale, open your arms out wide. Exhale to cross your left arm over right. Hands either touch the backs of your shoulders. You can bring the backs of your hands together or your palms to touch. Draw your chin in, soften the breath. And take an inhale, open your arms out. Exhale into a spinal twist. Bring your right hand to your left knee. Walk your left hand behind you. If your hand doesn't come all the way down, you can prop up onto your fingertips. Lengthen tall through the spine on your inhale. Your exhale, draw the belly button in towards the spine and rotate with the trunk of your body. So this twist is coming more from the torso versus the neck. Take another inhale. As you exhale, slowly unwind, come to the opposite side. Left hand touches the right knee, right hand walks behind. Lengthen up as tall as you can on your inhale. Your exhale, draw the navel in, looking towards the right shoulder. Again, drawing the twist from the core of the body. Take one more inhale. Exhale to unwind. Start in the tabletop position, hands and knees. If you need a blanket underneath your knees or a towel, if you don't have one, you can always fold over the sides of your yoga mat. Line your shoulders right over the wrists, spread through the 10 fingers wide. Your hips are directly over your knees. You can tuck your toes here if you like, or you can press the toenails into the mat. We'll start in by taking a deep breath in. Draw the belly in towards the spine. And exhale to soften the belly button down, looking up towards the sky. Take another inhale. spine, round your back like a cat. Inhale as you soften the belly down. Your tailbone will go up towards the sky. Exhale, draw your gaze in towards the belly, round the back. Inhale, soften belly down, looking slightly forward. Exhale, curl and round your back. And slowly come back into a neutral spine. We're going to take a child's pose. Big toes together to touch. Knees can be close together to start, taking your glutes on top of your heels. If you like, you can start to walk the knees away from each other and sit back in your heels. You'll notice a deeper stretch in the back, drawing the forehead down to the ground, and just taking a few deep breaths here. So for your practice today, if you find that your heart rate has gotten really high, maybe you're not connecting to your breath, this is always a good time to pause and come back into this pose. And you can join us whenever you like. So just remember this pose. Know you can come to it anytime. You know your body better than anyone else. We'll take a nice lateral stretch. Start to walk your hands over towards the right side of your body. Bring your left hand on top of the right. And feel that long stretch in the lateral side of the left body. Walk your hands towards the middle, gently over towards the left. Place your right hand, if you can, on top of your left and feel that opening in the right lateral side of the body. And then start to walk your hands towards the middle of the mat. Press into the palms, lift your elbows off of the mat, and this is the same feeling we'll have in our down dog. So the bottoms of the shoulder blades are going to go down the length of the back. The forearms are internally rotated, so the insides of the forearms see each other, or the elbows rather. So we'll keep the same arm position if we come back up to tabletop position. In tabletop position, tuck your toes, lift your knees up and off the mat, and just come into your first downward facing dog. Knees bent, walk them in a little bit closer. If it feels good, you can begin to pedal your feet back and forth. Maybe nod your head. Feel this into the palms. Just bend the knees a little bit more. Maybe even walk the feet in a little bit closer and guide more of the weight towards your heels. You can continue to pedal the feet and keep that deep Ujjayi breath. Your next inhale with the fingertips. Exhale, step your feet just behind the wrist crease. Keep your knees bent and fold forward over the tops of your legs, chin into the chest. You can either have your hands on the blocks or hold on to opposite elbows and begin to sway from side to side. Coming back to stillness, release your fingertips to the ground. Keep the bend in your knees. Inhale slowly to come all the way up. Nice and slow with a deep breath in. All the way to stand. Take it nice and slow. We were just in an inversion where the blood was flowing down to the brain, so we just want to take it nice and slow on an inhale to come up. Your feet can remain hip-width apart here if you like. Keep your right hand on the outside of the right thigh and inhale, reach the left arm up to the sky. Exhale, lateral stretch. Reach the left fingertips over towards the right side of the body and feel that length in the left side of the body. Good. Bring your left hand to the outside of your left thigh and inhale, reach the right arm up. Exhale as you stretch through the right lateral side of the body. We're not completely crunching here in the left side body. We are still keeping a little bit of length. And notice here if you have a little bit too much of a tilt of the pelvis, just draw the tailbone under slightly. Good. Inhale, come all the way up. Bring both of your hands to your heart center, and we'll move through some half sun salutes. Big toes touch, lengthen up tall, and again, drawing the tailbone under. Inhale, sweep your arms out to the sides of the body, up to the sky. Exhale, bend your knees and fold forward, hand comes straight through the heart. Fingertips can touch the ground, or if you have your blocks here. Inhale, come up halfway, bring your palms to your shins, lengthen the spine, shoulders away from the ears, looking straight down at the ground. Take a full inhale. Exhale, bend your knees and fold forward. Fingertips can touch the ground or your blocks. Inhale, sweep the arms out to the sides of your body, up to the sky. Exhale, bring your hands back to your heart. Inhale, sweep out and up. Exhale, bend your knees and fold forward. Fingertips go where they can. Inhale, lift up halfway, palms to the shins. Lengthen nice and long through the spine. Exhale, bend your knees and fold. Inhale, sweep out and up. Reach fingertips to the sky. Exhale, return your hands to your heart. Once more, inhale, out and up. Exhale, bend and fold. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, bend and fold. Inhale, sweep the arms out to the sides, up to the sky. Exhale, hands back to your heart. You can continue this movement. We'll move on to classical sun salutes. If this felt a little bit better in the body, continue with this movement, just folding forward, coming back up. Come to the top of your mat for classical sun salutes if you're moving on. Inhale, reach your arms in front of you and up to the sky. Exhale, bend your knees and fold forward. Draw your chin into your chest. Step your right foot to the back of the mat. Keep your toes tucked and your knee gently rests to the ground. Take a moment here. Make sure that your knee is over the ankle and that your knee is behind the toes. Take another inhale. Exhale, step your left foot back for downward facing dog. The big toes touch. Draw your tailbone up to the sky. Inhale, forward to plank. Draw your shoulders right over your wrists. Keep your whole body strong. Exhale, lower to your knees, and you have the option to stay here and move into a cat-cow, keeping the spine warm and moving. Or you have the option to bend the elbows, guide your chest, chin down to the mat. Keep your triceps active here. Stay in your cat-cow or slide to your belly for cobra. Your toes stay tucked, your thighs come off of the mat, and you're drawing your shoulder blades towards one another. Take a full inhale. Exhale, come back to your knees. Downward facing dog, lift the tailbone to the sky, draw the belly button in towards the spine. Step your left foot to the top of the mat, slowly lower your right knee down. Keep a long spine as you inhale. Exhale, step to the top of your mat, forward fold. You can have a slighter deep bend to your knees still. Inhale, sweep your arms in front of you up to the sky. Exhale, bring your hands back to your heart. We'll repeat on the left side. Inhale your arms forward and up. Exhale, bend your knees, fold forward, draw the chin in. Step your left foot to the back of the mat, gently touching the left knee down. Left toes are tucked. Knee is over the ankle. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, step back, downward facing dog, big toes touch. Inhale, forward to plank. Shoulders over the wrists. Exhale over to your knees. Option is stay here or bend the elbows. Keep the triceps close to the body. Inhale, active cobra. Slide to the belly, thighs come off of the mat. Back is engaged. Exhale, knees, downward facing dog. Step your right foot to the top of the mat. Lower your left knee down. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, step to the top of the mat, forward fold. Inhale, reach your arms in front of you up to the sky. Exhale your hands back to your heart. We'll move at a little bit faster pace. Go at your own pace at home. Inhale, reach forward and up. Exhale, bend your knees and fold forward. Step your right foot to the back of the mat, low lunge. Inhale. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, forward to plank. Exhale, knees, chest, chin, or stay in your cat-cow. Inhale, cobra, active back. Exhale, knees, downward facing dog. Step your left foot to the top of the mat, right knee touches down. Inhale. Exhale, step to the top of the mat, forward fold. Inhale, reach forward and up. Exhale your hands back to your heart. Inhale, forward and up. Exhale, forward fold. Step your left foot to the back of the mat. Inhale. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, forward to plank. Exhale, knees, chest, chin. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, knees, downward facing dog. Right foot to the top of the mat, left knee down. Inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, reach forward and up. Exhale, heart center. Inhale, forward and up. Exhale, forward fold. Step your right foot back. Inhale. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, forward. Exhale, knees, chest, chin. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, knees, down dog. Left foot top of the mat, right knee down. Inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, reach forward and up. Exhale, heart center. Inhale, forward and up. Exhale, forward fold. Left foot back. Inhale. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, forward. Exhale, lower. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, knees, down dog. Right leg top of the mat, left knee down. Inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, reach forward and up. Exhale, heart center. Stay at the top of your mat in mountain pose. Keep your big toes together to touch. Lengthen tall through your spine. Draw your hands to the sides of your body. If you can, close your eyes or look gently at the ground. Begin to shift your weight forward into the fronts of your toes, back into your heels, and sense where the center of your feet are. Shift slightly to the left edge of your foot, the right, and return back to that center. Press into your feet evenly as you engage your legs, glutes, abdomen, chest and back muscles. Engage your arms as you reach your fingertips to the ground. Feeling the whole body active and engaged as you lengthen and deepen your breath. Feel grounded into the feet. Feel that calmness of the breath and mind. And take another deep breath. Release mountain pose. Bring your hands to your heart and open your eyes. Inhale, sweep your arms out to the sides, up to the sky. Exhale, bend your knees and fold forward. Inhale, come up halfway, hands to the shins. Exhale, as you fold, bring your hands to the mat, step back to plank. Lower gently to the knees and either move through your cat-cow or bend the elbows, chest, chin down to the mat. Inhale, cobra, staying active in the back. Exhale, return to knees. Downward facing dog. This down dog, keep your feet hip-width apart. You can continue to bend your knees, pedal your feet, however that feels good. And we're going to take an inhale, reach your right leg back behind you. Exhale, bend your right knee and step it to the top of the mat for low lunge. This is a nice place if you have a blanket underneath the knee, or again, just folding over half of your mat if you don't have a blanket. Gently come on to bring the hands top of the thigh, hands to the hips as you draw the pelvis forward and the tailbone down. Reach your arms forward and up to the sky. Keep the arms active. Take a few deep breaths here. And take one more full inhale. Exhale, bring your hands to your hips. If you have blocks, place your hands to the blocks. Move into half splits. Otherwise, you can come to tent the fingertips or onto the knuckles. Straighten your right leg, flex the right toes in towards your face. We're going to have that cow tilt with the tailbone. So when we did our cat-cow, the tailbone draws in on cat, tailbone draws out on cow. So we're going to have that cow tilt here. And draw your chin in slightly. Keep the back active, shoulders away from your ears. Take another full inhale. Exhale into lizard lunge. Right foot comes to the mat. Walk your hands inside of the right foot and heel toe your right foot to the right corner of your mat. Then start to untuck the left toes and slide the left toes towards the back of the mat. And just making sure that the shoulders are right over the wrists here. You can always have a block for your hands if you need it. If you'd like to take another variation, you can flex the right toes in, roll to the outside edge of the right heel, and the knee and ankle go in the same direction to open that hip out. There's another layer if you want to come down to the forearms. Keep the shoulders away from the ears. Straight glance down at the mat. Take one more full breath here. If you roll to the outside edge of your foot, place it back down. Come back up to your palms and heel toe your foot back towards the middle, framing your foot. Two ways to move here, either coming back to tabletop down dog or just stepping the foot back for down dog. You can stay in child's pose if you wanted to go from tabletop to child's pose. child's pose, return back to down dog. And from our down dog, inhale, reach the left leg up and back. Exhale, bend your left knee, come into a low lunge. Left foot to the top of the mat, gently lower down to your right knee. Keep your right toes tucked and take your time. Move your hands to the top of your left thigh. Maybe bringing your hands to the hips, squaring the pelvis, draw the tailbone down. And sweep your arms forward and up, taking a few deep breaths here. So we're drawing the core and rib cage in, keeping that neutral pelvis, keeping a strong back. And take one more inhale. Exhale, your hands can come to the hips. If you have your blocks, place them either side of your left leg for half splits. Otherwise, just coming up onto the fingertips or knuckles. Straighten your left leg, flex the left toes in. Lengthen the spine, back is active. And again, that cow tilt of the tailbone. Chin in slightly. One more inhale. Exhale, lizard lunge, left foot comes down, hands inside of the left foot, heel toe the left foot out. Untuck your right toes, slide them back as far as feels comfortable on your mat, and line your shoulders right underneath, or shoulders over the wrists. You have the variation here. If you'd like to flex your left toes in, roll to the outside edge of your left foot. You'll get a little bit more of a hip opener on the left leg. Option is stay to the palms or lower down to your forearms. Chin in, neutral neck. On your next inhale, come back to your palms. Place your left foot to the mat. Heel toe your foot right between the hands. Either come to tabletop, you can take a child's pose here, or coming right into down dog. Pedal out the feet, not the head, just keeping the muscles warm. Take an inhale, reach your right leg up and back. Exhale, step through warrior one. Right foot to the top of the mat. Bring your left heel down. And again, take your time coming into your warrior pose. Leveling the hips. If you need to move the hips, come up onto the ball mound of the toe. Then move the hips and place the heel down, keeping your left knee safe. Sink a little deeper into the right knee. Sweep your arms forward and up. Keeping in mind, drawing the navel in towards the spine, rib cage down. We'll do a little bit more of a chest opener here. Reach the arms out to the sides of the body. Squeeze the shoulder blades in towards one another and take a deep breath in. Sweep your arms forward and up to the sky. As you exhale, open the arms out to the side. Squeeze the shoulder blades. Inhale, sweep your arms forward and up. Exhale, open them out to the side. Option here to interlace the hands behind back or sweep your arms forward and up. If you've taken the variation with arms behind the back, you can always use the strap here in between the hands. And we're continuing engaging the shoulders and back muscles and stretching the front. Getting that fronts of the shoulders, chest muscles, nice and stretched. Lunge a little deeper into the right leg. Keep the left heel on the ground. And release, sweep your arms forward and up. Exhale, bring your hands to your hips. Move into pyramid pose. Keep the right knee slightly bent as you step your left foot in a little closer. You'll have a slight angle to your left toes. And again, if you need to move the hips, come up onto the toes, swivel the hips, and then place the heel down. Pyramid pose. If you don't have two blocks, you can always use a chair here. So you can have the chair right in front of you. Keeping the pelvis squared, take a deep breath in, lengthen your spine. So you exhale, fold forward. If you have your blocks, you can place them tall side on either side of your foot. And if you don't have your blocks, just place your hands on the chair. The chair has two different levels, so you can choose just how deep you go into the pose. Lengthen the spine, keep your back active. As you exhale, fold forward. Good. Both legs are straight, pressing both heels into the ground. One more full breath here. Bend your knees as you come all the way up, hands to the hips. And then step your left foot to the top of the mat for a forward fold. Keep your feet hip width apart. Take a deep breath in, lengthen the spine. Exhale, fold forward, deeper slight bend to your knees, and you can reach your fingertips to hook onto your big toes. So your index and middle finger will be underneath the toe, thumb on top. Bend your knees and elbows will come out to the sides of the body as you draw your chin in. One more deep breath. Release your hands from your feet. Heel toe the feet together to touch. Inhale, come up halfway. Exhale, bend your knees and fold. Plant the palms, step back to plank. Lower to your knees, either move through cat-cow or bend your elbows, chest, chin down to the mat. Inhale, cobra, slide to the belly, active back. Exhale, knees, downward facing dog. You can bend the knees, pedal the feet. Take an inhale, reach your left leg up and back. Exhale, warrior one, step your foot to the top of your mat. Guide your right heel down, the right toes are in on a slight angle. Take your time getting set up into your warrior one, lunge into your left knee. Make sure again you can see your left toes. And if you need to move the hips, come up onto the right toes. Pivot the hips to square them and then guide the right heel down. Draw the belly in, sweep your arms forward and up. And take a deep breath in. Exhale, open the arms out to the sides. Feel that engagement of the back muscles. Inhale, sweep forward and up. Exhale, open the arms out to the sides. Inhale, forward and up. Exhale, out. And either interlace the hands back behind or sweep the arms forward and up. Two different variations, choose yours. Lunge a little bit deeper into the left leg. Focus on your breathing. One more deep breath here. Release your arms forward and up. Exhale your hands to your hips. Step your right foot in for pyramid pose. You have your chair. You can scoot that a little bit closer. Otherwise, using the tall side of your block. Squaring the pelvis. Again, moving from the toe. Guiding the heel down, both legs are straight. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, fold over. Keeping the pelvis square. Hands can reach down to the blocks, or if you have your chair here. Keeping the back active, lengthening on each inhale. Folding in on each exhale. Your next breath, bend your knees, hands to your hips, and inhale, slowly come all the way up. Forward fold, step your right foot to the top of the mat, keep your feet hip width apart. This time, you can have your hands reaching down towards the toes, or you can interlace your hands behind the back for your forward fold. We're continuing that chest stretch, keeping the back active. One more inhale. Exhale, release your fingertips to the ground, heel toe feet together to touch. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, bend your knees, plant the palms, step to plank. Lower gently to your knees. Option to stay here, cat-cow, or bend the elbows, chest, chin down to the mat. Inhale, cobra, just lifting the chest a few inches away from the ground. Your exhale, knees, downward facing dog, pedal out the feet. Take an inhale, reach your right leg up and back. Exhale, step it through. Start in low lunge. Left knee touches the ground. An option to just stay right here, low lunge, sweep the arms forward and up. Or option to frame the foot, lift the left knee off of the ground and come into your high lunge. Sweep your arms forward and up. From here, if you'd like to keep the arms reaching up overhead, you have the option to bring the palms together, bend the elbows, and bring the thumbs to touch the back of the neck. We'll take an inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, open them out wide. Take another full breath in. Exhale as you place your left hand down to the ground, sweep your right fingertips up to the sky. If you like, you can always come back to that left knee, take your right hand to the hip, and maybe even use a block for your left hand. So take the variation that works for your body. Listen in, you know your practice better than anyone else. Take one more inhale. Exhale to frame your top foot. If you're on your knee, you can move through tabletop, down dog, or just stepping back, downward facing dog. Pedal out the feet. And take an inhale, reach the left leg up and back. Exhale, step it through. We'll start in a low lunge, coming all the way down to the right knee. And then taking your time to sweep your arms forward and up. Stay here or frame your top foot and lift the right knee off of the mat. Sinking into that left leg. Nice active quadriceps. And deep breathing here. You have the option to bring the palms together, bringing the thumbs to touch the back of the neck. Just as an option, you can always keep the arms reaching overhead. And take an inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale the arms out to the sides. Deep breath in. Exhale as you place your right hand down, left arm up to the sky for a twist. Option here to come down to the right knee, left hand to the hip, and a block for your right hand. And so taking your variation, lengthening on each inhale, the spine grows longer. Each exhale, moving through the core, the trunk of the body. One more inhale. Exhale, frame your top foot. If you're on your knees, you can move tabletop child's pose or step back, downward facing dog, pedal the feet. And take an inhale, reach your right leg up and back. Exhale, bend your knees. Sweep your right knee to the top of the mat for pigeon. Let the left leg scoot towards the back of the mat. If you have your props here, it's comfortable to bring the block between the glute and the top of the right hamstring, and maybe even a blanket right underneath the quadricep muscle on the left leg. If this variation is a little too much, you can come to your back and cross your right foot on top of your left thigh. Getting comfortable in your variation here, lengthen the spine on your inhale and folding forward on your exhale. Lengthening the spine, inhale. Your exhale, squaring the front of the left hip down towards the ground. So it's important to not be right on your right kneecap. See if you can come more towards the outside of that right knee as much as you can. And take one more deep breath. Inhale, come all the way back to your palms. Step your right foot to the back of the mat, downward facing dog. And then reach your right leg back. If that feels good, bend your right knee and open up the right hip in the opposite direction. Take one more inhale. And exhale, step back, downward facing dog. Inhale, reach your left leg up and back. Exhale, half pigeon, bend your left knee, sweep it to the top of the mat. Let your right toe slide back. If you need a block, right underneath the left glute. If you need your blanket, just between that space, your right quadricep and the mat. And if you need to lie to your back, you can take that variation as well. Inhale, lengthen the spine. And exhale, melt your heart towards the mat. You can place one fist on top of the other for your forehead, or place your forehead on the block. And take one more full breath. Exhale, come all the way back to your palms. Step your left foot back, downward facing dog. Inhale, reach the left leg up and back. Bend your left knee, open up your hip. And exhale, back to downward facing dog. Gently lower down to your knees. Swing onto one side of your hip. And extend your legs out in front of you. You can sit on a blanket if the hips need to be a little bit higher. And if you have a strap, you can always use that for the arches of your feet. You can also just add a really deep bend to the knees if the hamstrings are still really tight. Take an inhale as you sweep your arms out and up. Exhale, fold forward. Keep your feet flexed and your quadriceps active. Inhale, lengthen the spine, come up a little bit, engage the back. And exhale, continue to fold, chin draws in towards the chest. Even though we're in a forward fold, we're still keeping it back active. So we're refraining from rounding the shoulders, we're keeping lifted in the spine. Next inhale, reach your arms forward and up. And exhale, release to the sides. Bend your knees, bring your seat to the top of your mat. Hold on to the backs of your hamstrings and slowly lower all the way down to the ground. Hug your right knee into the middle of the body. Your left foot can stay on the ground, or you can slide your left leg all the way straight. Place your strap onto the arch of your right foot. And inhale slowly to straighten your right leg. So you can keep your left leg active, maybe even flexing the left toes. And flex your right toes so that we're continuing the hamstring stretch here. And if your left knee is bent, go ahead and straighten your left leg and guide your right leg out to the right side of the body, keeping the right foot flexed. If you need to, you can always place a block or a blanket underneath the right thigh to help guide that leg down. And take one more inhale. Exhale, bend your right knee in, cross it over the left side of your body. You'll roll to the outside of your left hip. You can keep your right knee bent here, or with your strap, you can start to guide the right leg straight. Maybe even open that right arm out like a T. One more inhale. Exhale to rebend your right knee. Hug it into the middle of the body as you come to your back. Release the strap and release your right foot down. Hug your left knee into the middle of your body. Place your strap to the arch of your left foot. And you can keep your right knee bent or slide it all the way straight. Straighten your left leg, flex your left toes towards your face. And if your right leg is straight, keep the right toes flexed. Keep that leg active. If right knee is bent, slide the right leg straight and guide the left leg out to the side of the body. Keep the foot flexed, use the strap to help gently guide the left leg out. Re-bend your left knee. Cross over the right side of your body. You can keep your left leg bent here. Or if that feels good, you can straighten the left leg out. Maybe even extend the left arm out. Re-bend your left knee, hug it back to the middle of your body. Release your strap from your feet and bring both feet down to the ground. And windshield wiper out the hips. You can guide the knees off to one side and then the other. Nice and slowly. And then gently hug your knees into the middle of your body and give them a big squeeze. Maybe that feels good to rock from side to side. Maybe you'd like to create really big circles with the knees. If you took to circles, go the opposite direction. Draw your knees back to the midline of the body. And exhale for spinal twist. Knees lower over towards the right. Hug the knees in as close as you can towards the belly. And either give yourself a hug with your left arm or open the left arm out. Arms can be straight or bent elbows. Inhale, draw your knees back to the midline of your body. Exhale, your knees lower over to the left. Keep them in as close as you can to the belly. Either hug yourself with your right arm or open your right arm out, looking over towards the right shoulder. Gently hug your knees back into the middle of your body. Lower your feet to the ground and straighten your legs all the way out, coming into Shavasana, our final resting posture. Begin to bring your feet down to the ground. Straighten your legs out. Just make yourself into the most comfortable final resting posture, Shavasana. You can use a blanket underneath the cervical portion of the spine, the lumbar, the low back, maybe underneath the knees. Maybe you'd like to cover yourself with a blanket. Just make yourself into the most comfortable final relaxation posture. Start to soften the space between the eyebrows. Relax down your jaw. Relax the throat, chest, tops of the shoulders. Relax both arms, both hands. Relax the backs of your shoulders, top of the back, middle of the back, low back and glutes. Relax both legs, both feet. Begin to relax your whole body. And to bring awareness back to your body. Start to deepen your breath. Bring movement to your fingers and toes. gently draw your arms overhead for a stretch. Roll around your wrists and ankles. Hug your knees into the midline of your body. Roll gently to your favorite side in a fetal position. When you're ready, slowly come to a seated position. Thank you so much for joining me today for practice. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Namaste.